Hey everybody, this is Matt with the RDBC. I wanted to give you a few tips and tricks when you're playing in a virtual game for the Rochester Duplicate Bridge Club online. And in this video I wanted to show you first of all how to get some instant results at your table. You can also review the bidding for each hand. I'll show you how to do that. There's a way to chat to people, a couple ways actually. I'll point those out to you. Also, there's a alerting procedure for your bids, and they have a neat tool on BridgeBase for Double Dummy. It's kind of a neat learning tool. I'll show you that as well. But first of all, this is what it'll look like when you're in the middle of a game. And on the right half of your screen, on the far side there, you'll notice there's 5 tabs, gray tabs, that say Messages, People, History, Account. If you click on the History tab there, that tab will show you all of the immediate results for your table for the boards that you played, your scores, the percentages, that sort of thing. If you're wondering how those boards were done at other tables, well, you click on My Table for your board by board results. But then next to the My Table one, there's an Other Tables tab. You click on that, and you can see what the contracts were played elsewhere and those results as well. So if you're wondering, why wasn't that a good board for us? You can see what happened to the other tables, what they did, for example. So that's a little bit about looking for instant results. Next up, reviewing the bidding. Once the bidding is finished, there will be a little box that'll have the contract and the declarer. Like this one, for example, says 4 hearts in the north. Now that little box may not be in the same position on your screen, but it'll be on your screen somewhere. And if you click on that box, it'll open a larger box that shows what the bidding procedure was. Who started the bidding, how it went, everybody passed out, etc. So you can review the bidding. Now that box does cover up some of the cards on the screen, as you can see. So to get rid of it, you just click on it anywhere and it'll disappear once again. If you want to chat to somebody, there's a couple of ways to do that with a player other than your partner. First of all, you can right click on the opponent's screen name. That opens a small green colored options box, and one of those options is for private chat. So if you click on private chat, that will open another box that allows you to send a message to that player that you clicked on, and only that player. That's one way. The other way to chat to players is to click on the blue box on the bottom left of your screen. That's a very small box. It's easy to miss. It'll say something like table or lobby or something like that. But if you click on that little blue box, that will also open up some options like to lobby your opponents or kibitzers. So you can click on the opponents and you'll chat to the opposing pair, or click on private to type in a player's name and chat to them. Or you can click on table to chat to all 3 players at your table. And this is the only way that you can communicate with your partner via chat. That's by the table option there. So table chatting is the only way you can chat to your partner. There's no private conversations between partners in these games. You know, some people are unscrupulous, but not with the RDBC, of course. And anything that you say to your partner via the table feature, remember, everybody's going to see it at the table, including the opponents. So always be careful what you say, and of course be nice. When you use this option to chat to people, especially private conversations, always double check who you are sending a chat to before hitting return to send it. Otherwise, you're going to send a private message to another player or players. You may not want them to see it. Sometimes that happens. It's easy to happen, so always double check. When you're bidding, there's an option to alert your own bids, and that's what we do in the virtual game. In the bidding box, you'll notice that there's a little red box that says alert. When you alert your own bids, which is the opposite of how we alert at the club bridge table, before you select the bid, click on the red alert box and type in your explanation for the bid. For example, new minor forcing or inverted minors. Once you've typed in that information, then you can go ahead and make your bid and hit send. Your bid will be made. The information about the alert will be sent to your opponents. It won't be sent to your partner. However, your opponents will get that information so that they know what your bid is supposed to be. It's important to do it in this order because if you make your bid first, you won't have the opportunity to alert your bid. And again, you always want to alert your own bids and not your partners. Otherwise, that may be giving away some unauthorized information. And you never want that at the bridge table. In addition to that, there's a little double dummy feature that's quite interesting. On the lower right hand part of your screen, you'll see a board that was just played. You can really click on any board to look at these boards after they've been played, not just the last one. But you'll notice it displays all of the hands in the bidding sequence. On the little blue box there with the 3 white lines, if you click on that, you'll have some options, and one of those is to show the double dummy. If you click on the show double dummy, what it will do is it will highlight the person who was on lead. for the contract, and on every single card in that hand you'll notice there's a little button there. They'll either be green or red, and they should have a number or an equal sign. And what that means is that that'll show you for each card when it was played whether the contract should make, or if it should go up a trick, over a trick, two tricks maybe with the greens, or if it's a red number it'll be, set one or two tricks, that sort of thing. But it'll show it for every single card, and as you play next trick on the bottom there, it'll go through the trick as it was played. So for example, when we click next trick here, the person in west here who was on lead played the six of spades. As we get around to east, you'll notice the nine of spades was played, and there's a little red one next to the nine of spades. That means that this contract now should be going down one. That's because Declare, when they played out a dummy, apparently played a bad card, but at the time, of course, who knew? Then, when you click next trick again, you'll notice that the person who's on lead, in this case east with the nine of spades, will once again have all of these little buttons there that will show you how the contract should be set, if it should be made. For example, here, if they play the ace and king of spades, the contract will go down one, but if they play any other card, it should make. So you'll have an opportunity to go through each hand trick by trick and kind of see where you were and what happened when this happened. And it's a really great learning tool, and you can go through each hand card by card to see what you could have done differently to maybe get a better result. So these are just some of the tips and tricks when you're playing in a virtual game here with the RDBC. Hopefully you learned a couple of things here, and if you have any questions, of course, any director will be happy to help you. Next time, how to make every single finesse work. For now, hope you've enjoyed the video.